All right, Mad World, it is Coach Sess. Gonna do a quick breakdown or a quick similarity video. So we saw Vitor come out last night against Machida, and there were some things that he could have been doing. So I contrasted that with the Lomachenko fight. If you notice in the beginning, Vitor is doing some good things that are okay, moving his feet side to side, which therefore by default takes his head offline. And you look at Lomachenko, not only is he taking his feet side to side, he's deliberately moving his head and body side to side. But you'll notice round about the 40-second mark here, uh, Machida is going to throw a kick because Vitor starts to slow down and he's doing nothing about it. And then this is where Vitor got himself into trouble at the end of the fight. So we skip to the end of the fight where both guys, Lomachenko gets caught going down and Vitor gets KO'd. And the one similarity that is there is being on a straight line. Vitor doesn't move at all, and Lomachenko gets caught rushing straight in. One of the biggest things why Lomachenko got caught going in is he was pressuring Linares, but he was also following him, which means that he could be a victim of anything coming after he threw his combo. In the beginning of the fight, these are the things that Vitor should have been doing. These nice little touches, uh, extending the range, shortening the range, working the high and the low. And Vitor wanted to get on the inside. So you heard Firas kept telling Vitor to get to the inside. Look at Lomachenko here coming out of the clinch. The secret to how Lomachenko knew he could start getting to the inside because his opponent was bigger was that clinch. He touched and touched and touched. And once he worked his way into the clinch, you start seeing a lot more body shots and you start seeing Lomachenko go into the range just a little bit more. This is something you have to establish early on, especially in a boxing match, because the rounds are shorter, but the fight is longer. So you've got to establish early. So he did a great job of doing that and being able to get to his opponent, and also working the high and low, the left and right, soft punches to hard punches. But the biggest thing was he was also touching the body, always setting it up right there. It's beautiful. So here, I want you to pay attention to right before the finishing sequence. Pay attention to Lomachenko's back. He's facing us now, and then you're going to see him turn, and you're going to see him turn again, and you're going to see him turn a fourth time. So the beautiful thing about this is that he used the entire fighting perimeter. He showed a lot of different angles. Here, I want you to pay attention to the output. The punch selection. Linares is pretty much throwing just straight 1-2s, occasional body stuff, but Lomachenko's up and over, comes from underneath, over top, left to right, and the thing that I like the most is that he's punching while moving his feet, while changing these angles. And then I want you to look at it one more time. Pay attention to the logo on the mat and watch Lomachenko dominate foot placement. He doesn't allow himself to get pushed around. He backs up, he restarts, and he takes over. He doesn't wait until Linares starts punching. He gets off first, and he takes over. And pretty much, this is what led up to the ultimate downfall of Linares. Now you look at Vitor. Looking at him standing around watching Machida. Machida's throwing a kick, and Vitor is doing nothing to answer. And then what I'm showing you here is how long it takes. So look at the time, and I want you to see how long it takes. There's another kick attempt, and look at the amount of time that it takes for Vitor to respond. There's another kick, and Vitor still has not responded. Here we are at 3 minutes, and finally Vitor gets off. Now watch how long it takes Machida to return. Immediately, within 30 seconds, he's going to start getting off. He doesn't let Vitor get confidence. There's another kick that lands, and another kick, and he's putting the pressure on with his feet. And then he's going to throw one more kick. And what you'll notice is that it will be another 30 seconds or so before Vitor attacks again. So Machida comes in with a head kick, and here comes Vitor on the return. So it's almost been a minute since he attacked. And what does Machida do? What Machida did before. He doesn't let Vitor build the house. He doesn't let Vitor get confident. He starts throwing kicks immediately is trying to just win the fight psychology. That's the secret to fighting, really. Just win the fight psychology. If you can keep imposing your will, doing what you want, then you're going to win the fight. So I take you back to the beginning because now I want you to see those little touches that Lomachenko's doing and the touches that Vitor should have been doing to get himself closer to the inside. Vitor is pretty much just standing around, moving his feet, which is a good thing, but that dead space, which we refer to as the gap, the box, or the telephone booth, you do not want that to be dead air. Something has to be happening in there. And since something needs to be happening, you want to be the one getting off first. All right. And if you can't get off first, you need to counter immediately. Do not allow your opponent to build the house because he'll start to win the psychological game and he'll have confidence. And here you see it is actually Machida who's starting to work the touches, to maintain range. And that's where Vitor ultimately, in my opinion, went wrong in this fight, is that he let Machida control the distance. He never did anything about it. And that pretty much gave him the confidence and the psychology to win the fight. I am Coach Cess, and you've had words with the Mad Coach.